a problem, like putting your leftover food in front of someone while they're eating on the table that they're eating, and just walking back and sitting on your table and continuing your conversation. And even after that, they kept staring at me. I was, I am not very good at confronting people in real life. I wish I was a bitch, but what I did was I just got up sadly and walked to a waitress, and I just cried. I was on the verge of crying, actually. I was like, my hands were shaking. I was like, hey, so these like women just keep staring at me, and then they put their leftover food on my table. So can you please just tell me what to do? Give me a new table. I got there first. I didn't even take that table. They got there second, and they made it so difficult to sit there. Like, what's with the staring? Number one, like, why do some Indian aunties need to be staring at just like girls just enjoying their lives? It's a bit weird. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This day is really pretty outside. It's early in the morning and I haven't slept. And today I come to you with a story. A really deranged story, really, because what the F happened at the restaurant today? Like, you guys probably think there's only a few ways to embarrass yourself at the restaurant. Like, maybe you drop something, you spill your water, you bump into someone, the regular normie ways. But actually there's some, like, how there's like Easter eggs in life? There's things that nobody has tried, like something only 1% of the players have tried. That's what I witnessed today. Like, this is something I would never be able to come up with by myself. This is like a very optional way of embarrassing yourself. And no, I was not the person that embarrassed themselves, but I was also involved in this story. I was actually the target of these people. So I'm gonna tell you guys what happened to me today at what happened at the restaurant today, and you guys can tell me if I'm crazy or if I'm the problem, because I'm always the problem. Anyway, so me and my friend went to this restaurant. It's a really nice restaurant, actually. 5-star. Actually, I don't know 5-star, but like so we're sitting there, we're eating, everything is nice, we get our food. It's like a buffet, so we put everything on our plates, we're putting it on the table. I'm starting to eat like a goblin because I'm very hungry. I haven't had anything to eat today. So I got a bunch of food. I'm just like eating. There's a lot of people because it is a Sunday and it's, also summer vacation. So like so many people outside. I hate it. It's an introvert's biggest nightmare, but food, you have to get food. We're eating, there's a lot of people, but it's fine. Just a busy day. It's fine. Tables are being cleared, tables are being filled, people are coming in, people are leaving. Like, it is a very busy day. A group of 10 people, it's a big family, come and sit right in front of us. And they had to probably wait for a table because it was a busy day. We also had to wait for a table, so I understand the frustration. They were with kids, like 5. That's a lot of kids. But there were also like 3 guys and like 3 women. So they were all together, right? And so these women sit right in front of me, 1 woman facing me and 2 women facing away from me. And I'm like, okay, fine. Like, it's just people. I get anxious around people, I know that, but it's not a big deal. This is just fine. We're gonna eat dinner and we're gonna leave. So I'm eating and I suddenly noticed that they're just starting to cause problems over nothing. Like, they're being very loud. There's a degree of loudness that is okay when you're at a restaurant, and I believe that 1 table away from your table should not be able to hear you complaining. But anyways, they start yelling at the waiters that we are 10 people and we have 2 less chairs, and it's just like they know everybody is working overtime and everybody is trying to accommodate everybody, but still they were just getting very, very frustrated for no reason. So much so that me, a table away, could hear it. And it felt like I was being yelled at too, honestly. I know it's a busy day and maybe I'm being a bit of a brat, but honestly, I don't know. I don't think so. It's okay to be a little patient because it literally took them 2 minutes to get their chairs, but they still made it a little uncomfortable by yelling at the waiters, because you can tell the waiters are on the verge of crying. There's so many people. It's good to be a little empathetic sometimes. And while the chairs were not there, they were still yelling and they were telling the guys to just sit on a different table, and they were feeling uncomfortable, but these women were like, no, sit on that table before anybody takes them, and this is a restaurant where you cannot just go sit on a table. So it was weird. Maybe I'm being picky still. Just tell me, let me know, you guys. I don't know, I'm crazy sometimes. So that happens, that's fine. And then I'm just watching while eating my food as I get louder and louder. Not the kids, the adults, which is the crazy part, The kids, if anything, were like the quietest people on that table. So then I noticed those three women just keep staring at me and staring at me. The woman in front of me who can see me asked the other two to turn around and literally ogle me, like stare at me right in the eyes, and I thought that was very weird. I don't know. I'm just eating food just like anybody else. So I started to get a little bit angry, but I still wasn't gonna leave my food for nobody because I'm an eater. Like, I will not leave my food even if you piss me off. Like, you know, like that's just not a concept to me. Like, I will never leave food on the table. Like, I will eat. So I'm just, you know, dealing with it. I'm like, okay, fine. I tell my friend, like, you know what, they keep staring at me. I just want to change seats with you. So we changed seats 2 or 3 times, but they just still keep staring. And then we make an order. We make an order for some garlic naan, and it comes. And when the waiter is bringing it to us, and as the waiter is about to put the garlic naan on my table in front of me, the woman that has been staring at me just goes, didn't I order that? And this is a restaurant. Let me repeat myself again. This is like a restaurant that I don't go to restaurants a lot, but when I go, like, it's like there's an order to things, like you order and you get your order, and most of the times things are not mismatched like that, and we're just 2 people. It was 1 naan. What was she gonna do with that on a table of 10 people? And obviously we ordered before her and it was ours, and she's just like taking my food. She's like, didn't I order that? And it made me so angry because now she was not just bringing the waiter into it, she was staring me down as it was in front of me and saying to the waiter, is that not mine? And then as he put it down, she gave me the dirtiest look, like I took her inheritance, by the way, or something like that. And then after that, it just got worse and worse. They kept staring at me. Like, that naan became like the origin story of everything between us. After that naan was placed on my table, and as I was eating it, I could feel her staring daggers into me. And I tried changing my seats 2 or 3 times, and it was not like to no avail. Like, I could not escape her staring at me. And every other moment, she would keep asking the woman in front of her to move a little bit to the side so she could stare at me. And sometimes she would ask the woman in front of her to turn around to stare at me with her. These were 3 grown women. 3 grown women. And tell me if I'm crazy. Just tell me if I'm crazy, because I don't think I am. I think if you guys think I'm the problem, but I don't think I am. Anyways, so then I have enough of the staring. I still eat my naan because I'm not about to give up my naan for somebody, especially when they try to take it. Like, oh, I eat my naan, I enjoy it, but I am still but I'm still a little upset because I could have enjoyed my food a lot better if I wasn't being stared at. Anyways, I get pissed. I get just done. Like, I get up. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go look at the dessert. I'll be back. So I'm walking around looking at the dessert. My friend is just sitting there, and I come back and I sit down on the table, and I just look down, and there's water spilled everywhere, which maybe my friend spilled it. And then on the side there's leftover food that is not ours. I'm like, what's this? And my friend says, that lady got up and put her leftover food on our table and then just left. And he said it kind of loud so she could hear it. And mind you, this is like a really good restaurant too. Like, I don't know how people get the confidence to do stuff like this, like, because I could never. Like, even if, like, I just could never. So anyways, I'm like, what? And I stare at her, and she looks at me, and I'm like, what? And then she just gets up and she's like, oh, I thought you were done eating. And she picks it up, takes it back to her table, and the 3 of them start staring at me again. And I don't know, I just think, I don't like when things, when I'm trying to have a meal and like stuff like this happens, or people are disrespectful. I was like so confused, like, why are these 3 grown-ass women with kids acting like kids, and the kids are acting more like adults? Like, why are these 3 Indian aunties so upset that I'm enjoying my life? Like, I'm just sitting here eating. I'm sorry. I actually got there first. I didn't even take that table. They got there second, and they made it so difficult to sit there. Like, what's with the staring? Number 1, like, why do some Indian aunties need to be staring at just like girls just enjoying their lives? It's a bit weird. I don't know what it is, really. It's just really odd that sometimes women don't like girls like having fun or just eating bread. The fuck? Anyways, I was just like flabbergasted, and I still am. That's why I'm making the video. Like, I don't think that this is such an optional way to be crazy. Like, this is such an optional way to be a problem. Like, putting your leftover food in front of someone while they're eating on the table that they're eating, and just walking back and sitting on your table and continuing your conversation. And even after that, they kept staring at me. I was, I am not very good at confronting people in real life. I wish I was a bitch, but what I did was I just got up sadly and walked to a waitress, and I just cried. I was on the verge of crying, actually. I was like, my hands were shaking. I was like, hey, so these like women just keep staring at me, and then they put their leftover food on my table, so can you please just tell me what to do? Give me a new table. And she did give us a new table, and I sat there for another 30 minutes because I felt like I had to. I don't know. I felt like if I just left, that's like kind of cowardly, but then also I don't know what else I could have done. Like, I really did want to start a fight, but what would I even fight about? Hey, like, why did you put your leftover food here? Like, nobody does that. Nobody anywhere does that. Nobody anywhere picks up their dirty plates and puts it in front of somebody else while they're sitting there eating. And it obviously, like, these three women obviously did not like me for whatever reason. They kept staring at me. Like, I don't know what that reason is. I don't know if it's because I'm cute. I don't know if it's because they don't want me to eat bread. I don't know if it's because I was staring them back when they were staring at me. Like, what the fuck? Like, are you going to do this? Are you going to try this optional way of embarrassing I think they embarrassed themselves. I think that when they got up again to pick up the plate and be like, oh, sorry, I thought you guys were done eating. That is such a weirdo. Okay, that's a weirdo. So, yeah, I definitely think those people were crazy. So, do you guys think I'm the problem? Could I have handled the situation any differently? Actually, I don't think so. But honestly, what I really wanted to do was pick up my leftovers and put it in front of them. But those kids don't deserve that, and so I didn't. But honestly, I wish I did. Sometimes it's better to be a bitch, and my aim in life is to just get to a position where I don't let people treat me bad for no fucking reason. What is wrong with the people in this country? Like, holy shit. Maybe it's not a civic sense thing. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. But what the F, guys? Anyways, it's morning time now. I hope you guys have been fine. You guys should definitely expect some drawing videos soon. I always say that. Anyways, bye guys.